Oh, buddy, where am I? Time to live. Time for life. Lifetime. It's a lifetime. What are you watching, viewer? Do you know? You know what this thing says? Do you know what to do? How do I live? How do I think without you? How do I live without you? It's Wednesday, episode 2790, 2018, May 9th. Should walk in. You remember when we were walking in for a little while? That was fun. It was the thing that we were doing. Maybe it was a game, some kind of game. And what's not a game? What's a game? What's not a game? Saying things. It's like, oh, what's the gimmick? Words. Remember that one time I tried to do the gimmick of no words, and I was like, like that's things. Ideas are games, and walking in is a game. Maybe even just saying things is a game. Is it all a game? Is it all false? What is it? Well, where am I? I'm hiding behind these plants. Is the plants a game? I'm over here in person on Wednesday. I'm trying to quit games. Everything's these games, except for actual games. Those games are okay, I guess. But like, there's games over there. There's those games, and then there's like real life. And it's hard to separate them. Sometimes, games are part of life, I guess, too. Quitting them. Goodbye, games, forever. Boy, is it hot in here today. I don't know why it's so hot. I'm going to turn on this fan. So I'm going to try. There we go. It's a bit better, but now the fan is on. Is it like blowing? Is it able to get air when it's right along the wall? Maybe it's sucking air from the sides or something. Have to be slightly off the wall. I don't know how much I'm feeling it. Can you hear it? Yeah, that's the sound of the fan, you see? Must be doing something. It's making that noise. They're doing construction outside the studio. Like, they took away the entire sidewalk. Now there's dirt under the sidewalk. Dirt's been undisturbed for 100 years. Now it's out, and there's like worms and stuff, and the worms have been living in the dirt, their whole lives, which I don't think worms live very long. I don't know, they must eat each other. They eat each other's corpses. Flies and stuff, when things that eat dead things. I guess we eat dead things like meat and stuff, but not old meat. You need people? We don't need to. But the worms, literally, even think about it. I don't know. I just don't think that worms live very long. Maybe they live like really long. It's like they either don't. I don't think they live mediumly. That's for sure. Like, what's medium? 5 years? 1 week? I think worms live for 2 weeks. They're more, because they never even get out of the worm stage. Like lots of things that are worms, they turn into more fancy things eventually, like flies, mosquitoes and stuff. Butterflies. I don't know how long I heard flies don't live very long. How long are they larvae before they turn into adults? Worms, they're born a worm and they stay a worm. Like earthworms I'm talking about. Do they lay eggs? Earthworms? Or they get cut in half and then they create 2 worms and then they live forever. I don't know how worms work, but I think that they live in the ground and they eat dirt and dead things, and then they turn it into nutrients for the plants. So you can put them in a compost heap. But the worms, I don't know how long they live, but when they die, they're just like in the dirt. They spend their whole life in the dirt, just chomping away at the dirt. They don't know what they're doing. They're born, they're in the dirt, they're eating dirt. Go, 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 go. Here we go. This is my life's purpose. Just to wiggle around inside this dark cave area, eat what's in front of me, and without questioning it. And it's like, oh, you doing that for, your whole life. Maybe have some babies. Find a mate. I think worms must find mates, right? Maybe they can mate with themselves in a circle. Or one of them chooses to be which the mom or the dad, Like which one of us is going to be the mom or the dad? And it depends on which end they bump. They bump together. They have like the mom end and the dad end. And maybe they bump together. And sometimes the dad ends bump together and then they just have love and they don't have babies. Just regular dad love. But sometimes the mom ends bump together. Same thing, just love, no babies. So just bumps, little bumps. Sometimes though the mom and dad ends they meet, and then they have worm babies. Because they have both mom and dad ends. I don't know how it works exactly, but they're living and they have their eggs and stuff. They don't think about it; it just happens. It's like, whoa, what's happening to me? Their body is changing. I don't know, animals, they seem to just know when they have a baby. You gotta like write it all out for people. The people are so smart, but how come we have to take a class about, like a sex ed class? Or are they just like, maybe if you didn't ever take a class, would you even understand? It would just come natural, you start doing it. I just want to do this. You gotta teach in the class. So they don't teach at the animals class, and they just know, and then they're not super scared when they're having babies. Or like, what's going on? Maybe they don't ever know what's going on. So it's like, if you never know what's going on, then why would you ever want to or need to? The worms, they really don't know what's going on though, because they're in the dirt and they're swimming around in the dirt. Kind of like swimming, if it's like a whole thing. Almost counts as swimming because it's like they're in a substance and they're moving around in it. So it's like if the substance is above you and below you and you're just moving around in the substance, it's similar to swimming. I could call it swimming, and I did, and I will continue to. Oh yeah, I just woke up. So swimming in the dirt. Sometimes having babies. Sometimes they're bumping dad to dad, mom to mom. Babies sometimes are like, whoa, babies. I think they shoot the eggs out and they don't even really realize what's going on. And then the eggs, they go and then they're just alive again. Same thing, they just wake up, babies, start doing their baby, adult, whatever thing. And then you're being a worm, you're eating all the stuff, you're eating the worm stuff. And then you die. You're just like jump. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm having some chest pains. My arm is numb. I'm having some nausea. My chest hurts. Oh, my arm is numb. Oh, I don't even have an arm. Worms don't have arms, or maybe chests, because they have I think many hearts. So, I don't know what kind of, they have like liver failure. I've been drinking too much. Or maybe you're a worm, you run into a patch of alcohol. Sometimes worms end up on the surface and they're trying to get into the concrete and they're trying to crawl into the concrete. And they can't get in there. And then they die up there and then they're just, they're alone, they die alone. But I think more often than not, because I think there's so many worms everywhere you go under the ground that you can't see. Like if you're just like grab a chunk of dirt, you got some kind of crazy heavy box like that's made of metal, and you got a big heavy thing go chunka into the ground, and you can pull out a section of the ground in a square box, maybe 2 by 2. Right, that's the sounds of the worm box that you're pulling out, and then you get it out, and you look in there. There's gonna be a lot of worms in there. Like, whoa, how many worms live in this box? 10, maybe 13. And it's more. There's a lot of worms under your feet, probably under everybody's feet, even underground. How far down do they go? How far down does the soil go? I think it's like lots of soil or whatever, dirt and stuff, and then eventually once you get farther down, you get to maybe base rock. Is that what they call it? This is geology time. I think they get down to the base rock, and then the worms can't go down into the base rock, and they're trying to maybe some of them die. Maybe they try to get into the base rock, and then they concuss themselves. So they're stupid. They just keep trying to eat the thing, and then they just end up like destroying themselves instead of making it through. And so you live in your worm life, and then you suddenly have that puddle of beer that you came through and keep coming back to because you liked the feeling, and that you liked that you could dance when you went to the puddle of beer. You could dance now. You didn't care about things. You forgot all about your like bad upbringing and everything, and the beer, and it numbed you out. You know, sometimes you would get angry, and you wouldn't be nice to your spouse, but it'd be worth it. It's worth it for the feeling, just for the escape of regular life, just for the small escape every once in a while. You know, you don't think you as a worm, you don't think you have a problem. Come on, my whole life is a problem. Can't I just have this? Can I just have this one thing of the beer? Going to the beer puddle for this worm. Goes to work every day. I feed the family. I go to work every day. Can't I just have some of this puddle beer? Can I just dig through this puddle beer? I don't want to. How can this be a problem? It's just so great. They don't think it's a problem, but it is a problem because you die. The worm is dead now. You went there too much. Your little worm liver couldn't handle it anymore, and it has failed. And you're living underground, and then you die in place. And wherever you're going, you're eating, living. Suddenly dead. Just give out because you don't feel sick. You're a worm. You can't feel things. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to the worm doctor. I'm not feeling so good, and get the worm vet. Go to the vet and say, vet, this is my worm. It's sick. Looks kind of sick. And the vet says, kill it. It's a worm. It's just a worm. And he said, this was my father's worm. Worms live for a long time, and this is my father's worm, and I want it to live. I want the worm to live, and you don't let the worm live. The vet's not going to let the worm live, and you're crazy. This is just a worm. There's nothing we can do. Worms only live for a week anyway, and if you said, like, as a person, like, worms only live for a week, maybe. How long do worms live? And then they die. So when they die, it's like if you said to a person like you only have a week to live, it'd be a tragedy. But if you said to a worm, it's like you have 2 weeks to live. That's like double regular life. And they're like, wow, 2 weeks to live? Oh, I can be the oldest worm of all time. I'm gonna be so old. How many like grandparents or how many grandkids do worms have? Hundreds all the time. Maybe I don't know if they're just like spitting out those eggs and having a bunch of babies. Once you die though, in place as a worm, then you're just frozen and you turn into the next worm's food. And they don't even think about it. They're just going through the dirt. Suddenly they hit the worm, eat it anyway. Eating maybe your own father. The father that he tried to get you while he was drinking the beers. And then you eat his corpse. His little worm corpse. That's how they do it. How long do worms live? I'm going to ask somebody about it. Maybe we could take a look at the phones. Maybe we'll take a look at the tapes, take a look at the phones. Maybe we can find out how long worms live. Say, hey. Maybe we call Dan Dobler. Say, Dan Dobler, how long do worms live? Let's see if we got any messages. I'm looking at this thing. Oh, gotta log into the deal again every single day. Not the best system deal. Let's look at 2016 and then I'm gonna be logging into the system too. Hear the fan.
Talking about moon, plate tectonics, tar sands, major boreal forest fire.
A little bit about Dan's family.
Oh yeah, that's
Big ass fire.
I like that stuff. I mean, I don't like it, but it's interesting.
I wanted to talk about railguns, but no.
Pew, pew, pew. Sir, pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew pew. Alright, that was 2016. Here's 2017. This one. Oh, what is this one? Oh, I'm wearing the same white shirt. Where do I get? Where do I have a white shirt?
Called Reddit.
Yep. Come on.
It's us in the past.
Remember when you were young? Yes.
We're pretty young right now.
Yeah. And life was easy.
There is Alex and what's your name again? Joseph. He's a pro skateboarder.
Mountain boarder.
Oh yeah. All right. Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Hey.
Future.
Bye.
It's us. The future. I'm here on Monday.
Oh, wait, this is the next day anyway. Alright, well. Oh, stupid machines. Okay, come on. I'm just trying to look at the messages. I don't know what kind of construction they're doing out there, but they took away the sidewalk and they're gonna put a new sidewalk in. What was wrong with the old sidewalk? They had to just remove the whole thing. And they pulverize it and turn the old one into the new one. I don't know what they're gonna do with all that concrete and everything that the sidewalk is made out of. And they're letting all the worms under the ground. That's what I was talking about, worms in the first place. Because they all live under the concrete and suddenly their whole life is flipped around when they like the ceiling. It's like they think that there's a ceiling that the whole life. Because I don't think worms travel too far in their life, and they were trying to go up, hitting the ceiling, and they didn't quite understand about like what it was that they were hitting, and then suddenly they know, they do know, and it's they're like maybe they think that they're dead already because they're like, what is this? Heaven? What is this place? What is it so bright? Do worms have eyes? I don't know if they should because they live underground, and I think they both halves of their bodies are the same, so I don't know if they even have heads or eyes or anything. So I don't know. Blind as a worm. They say blind as a bat, but I think bats can distinguish between light and dark with their eyes. Worms maybe have no eyes at all. I'm not sure about about bugs. Their eyes. I'm not sure about their eyes. Okay, I'm trying to listen to this message from Dan Dobler, if this machine will cooperate with me. You know, maybe it's time. I've been saying for a while that it's time for a new phone machine, because this one is it's jacked. It's jacked! Come on, phone. Oh, it kind of works. Here, it's just slow. Maybe if it was quicker, I would have less to do.
Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Dan.
This is Dan.
Hey, Dan.
How you doing?
Real good.
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I'm just laid back on my couch, watching TV,
Good.
watching a movie, watching a film. You can call me back.
Were you watching the show on
I
YouTube?
haven't heard from you for a while.
Yeah. Well, here we go, Dan. I'm calling you back. I'm gonna say, how long do worms live? I don't care about worms. I don't care. That's what he says sometimes. I think it's humorous to me. Do they have eyes? Do they have babies? Earthworm.
Who?
Hey, Dan.
Hi.
Hey, it's the program on TV. How are ya?
Fine.
What you doing?
I'm watching another movie.
Oh, yeah? What movie?
Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
It's World War II. I know you like Kennedy stuff. You ever read World War II stuff?
What?
I know, have you been reading the Kennedy assassination stuff? You like history. You do World War II stuff too?
I can't understand you.
Hey, Dan, I've been thinking about earthworms. You know?
We have a back in the Kenny.
Uh-huh. What?
We have a back.
Oh, bad connection? Yeah, the internet is messed up. The phones are messed up all the time. Stupid phones. We'll get the phones working better. It's like basically the bane of my. I mean, it's good to have that kind of problem though. It's like, what's your problem? What's your life problem? Oh, the phones don't work too well. Like, if that's your issue, then you have a good life. Alright, next I'm gonna try to call Freddie, the producer. Hey Freddie, what do you know about earthworms? It's Dobler, the Doblers. Freddie Dobler, Dan Dobler, Freddie Dobler. I think this connection might be better. Let's try to call Dan back. Let's see how it goes with Freddie. Seems to be working, but who knows?
Please leave your message for
Frederick Dobler.
Hey, Freddie, it's the program. You can call us back. You have about 25 minutes left. I don't know what happens if we have one style message the other style. I think it means something, but I haven't detected it out quite yet. Maybe someday I can detect it out. Okay. Next is Grandma and Andrew over there. I don't know if they're gonna be awake yet. Hey, you've reached Ty's phone. She can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave a nice message. I don't know if I said nice message. I should just do Freddie's message on Grandma's
Hello,
phone.
this is Ty's phone. Leave a name and number, and she'll call you back as soon as you can. Thank you.
Hello, Grandma. It's Kenny. Are you there? Maybe you're asleep or something. I'm trying to get like longer things so you can have time to pick up the phone. Maybe I'm trying to call Andrew's cell phone next. So, Andrew, wake up! It's time to wake up. I have questions about worms. Who's this one? Oh, they're doing the construction. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it out of here. They're going to let me out? It's like, you live here now. You can never leave. And I said, please let me leave. You can never leave. Hello. Hello, Andrew.
Yeah.
Did I wake you up?
No, I'm on a bus.
You're on the bus? Are there people there? Are they looking at you?
Mm-hmm.
I always think it's rude when people talk on the bus. You know?
Yep.
There's lots of people around you?
Not really, but there are people on the bus.
Hey, how long do worms live?
How long do worms live?
Yeah.
I don't know. A week.
A week? How do worms have babies? You think they're both... I heard maybe they're men and women.
Yeah.
You think
They're both?
do you think that some worms are men and some are women?
You know, you cut a worm in half and it grows again. That's how they do it.
Yeah, they just somehow they get cut in half all the time. That's how they reproduce.
Yeah. They just keep both apart.
Yeah, because you never see worm eggs, you know.
Yeah, no. You know that all worms are related? That's not true.
Just like people. Really, all life is related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But that, maybe worms live a really long time.
They could, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe they live like for many years.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There's a bird's nest at my work.
Mm-hmm.
In the garden.
Yeah.
And I could hear the birds chirping when I was there. And then I didn't hear them for like weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and checked on them, and they're dead.
Oh, the birds, the baby birds?
All the little baby birds nests, and they're all dried up, and they're all dead.
Did you clean it up?
No.
You left it?
I left it. Now it's up to buy a tree, like a present with a dead bird's nest.
You're like, ooh. And then you left it. Are you ever going to clean up? You know where it is?
Nope, not anymore.
Yeah. Lots of birds, they die. Lots of babies die.
I think so.
Yeah. Unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Unsuccessful mother. They didn't get enough worms.
Yeah, they didn't get enough worms. That's why I thought about that. Worms.
They slept in. They slept in, you know?
Yeah.
Not the early bird.
Yep. That's right. I said, oh, no, I slept in. No, now my whole family's dead.
Yeah. Sometimes you can sleep in and you just late for work and you just call them and it's a little embarrassing.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes your whole family dies.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know about worms though. I wonder if they have babies. How do they have babies? Or if they have
You can
eyes.
multiply yourself?
Do they have eyes? Do worms have eyes?
I don't think so.
No.
They're
Nope.
like moles. Moles don't have eyes.
They don't.
They're below ground,
They don't have any eyes.
or they're blind or something like that.
They
don't
just
use them.
They definitely have eye holes.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I think bats.
I think they do.
I was thinking that bats can see light and dark. They can tell what's light and dark.
You think so?
I think they can tell what's light and what's dark.
I don't know.
They're like, that's light, that's dark. They know.
Maybe.
Otherwise, how would they know to go out at night?
Why did they go out at night? Oh yeah, they have those holes in the ground, huh?
Because they can see. Bats can see light and dark. They just can't see stuff well. But worms,
Maybe.
I think worms have no eyes at all.
Yeah,
So it's
definitely not.
so blind as a worm. Maybe it's just say blind as a worm, you know?
Blind as a worm.
Yeah. Other people.
Why don't bats have eyes?
Bats have eyes. I think they do have eyes.
Or why don't they see?
They can, because they're always in the dark.
Yeah.
But they can see light
They're
and
always in the dark.
They can
Like a
see-
mole.
yeah, they can see light and dark though. But they're not always in the straight up dark. They're in the kind of dark at nighttime with the moon.
They're in a cave.
Yeah.
That's pretty dark. That's it.
What kind of birds are the dead birds?
I don't know. Small birds.
Sparrow. Sparrow.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are the people on the bus, are they annoyed? Because I'm always annoyed when I'm on the bus and people are talking on the phone.
I guess so. I'm gonna hang up now then.
They can hear you talking about them. Say, I'm talking about you.
You're too loud. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye.
All right. Well, it's I'm gonna call Yellowfellow and then we'll record the message of the future. Yellowfellow, you might be in on the West Coast right now. Which coast you on, Yellowfellow? Hello.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
1 second. I'm gonna call AV probably. Even though he might be on the West Coast anyway. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, AV.
Oh, hey, what's up?
It's the program. Are you on the West Coast? Yellowfellow, you're on the West Coast?
Really, I'm at the airport right now.
In Portland?
No, in Philadelphia.
You're getting on a plane. You're gonna be there shortly.
Yep, gonna be there around 9 your time.
9 p.m.?
Yep.
You're gonna be jet-lagged.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's gonna be like, cause it's gonna be like 1 o'clock for you or something, midnight.
Something like that, yeah.
And are you,
It's gonna be the good kind of jet lag for him because he's gonna wake up nice and early.
Mm-hmm.
that's the
Yeah,
good,
that's pretty good.
it's the good time?
Yeah. It was the bad kind for me because I woke up at noon,
Mm-hmm.
which was like 9 a.m. my time.
But he's gonna get here and it's gonna be too late, and then he's not gonna be able to. Or then you fall asleep at 9 or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense.
I can stay up. I'll fuck it up. Didn't sleep much last night. Maybe I'll sleep on the plane if I can.
Well, it's 10:30 right now. So for you, just start pretending it's 10:30 right now.
Excuse me, sir?
Tell yourself that it's 10:30 a.m. right now.
Oh, it's 10:30 a.m. right now.
Yeah, and then.
Careful, he might miss his flight.
Oh yeah. I guess you got to get on the plane.
I'm still at home. Avi, I'm still at home right now.
You still at home? I just
Yeah,
FaceTimed
packing.
you and you were at the airport.
No, but it's 10:30. I'm packing at home.
You're not in the past. You have to change your mindset a little bit.
So I'm all confused.
How long do
Yes,
worms live?
John's a simple man.
What's that?
How long do worms live?
How old do worms work?
How long? Well, yeah, but how long do they live?
I don't
Worms?
know.
Worms?
Yeah, worms, earthworms.
Worms.
I don't know.
Oh, earthworms. I can Google it for you.
No. You gotta,
Hey,
you gotta use your thoughts.
Guess what, guys?
What?
Charlie XCX has a song with Cardi B coming out Friday.
You excited?
Yeah.
I don't know either of those
You
people.
hear,
What?
I don't know them.
Really?
I don't know them.
did you hear Grimes is dating Elon Musk?
You're just like, oh, I've heard of Elon. I guess I've heard of those people, but I don't know what they do.
Grimes,
Elon Musk.
musician.
He's like he wants to go to Mars or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he makes
practically
those-
it.
The Tesla cars that dudes in tech like to buy.
Grimes is like plays like the looper pedal, right?
Pretty much.
She's like a synth pop musician.
She wears like a costume and she sings in a really high pitched voice.
Yeah, they're gonna play. They're gonna play synth pop in Mars.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, you think that worms are men and women, or are they like some hermaphrodite kind of thing?
What's
I
that?
think that they're all the same.
Yeah.
I like worms.
I'm not sure about worms.
I have an hour.
What?
What do I do?
You have an hour at the airport?
Yes.
Isn't there like lots of stuff to do at the airport?
Lots of stuff? I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that. Well,
So-
I mean, if you have money, I guess.
Oh yeah. Why don't you go? Oh yeah. I was gonna say go to the store.
Yeah.
Like at
I don't
restaurants.
know.
It's probably everything's really expensive.
So I'm saying.
Are you already through security?
I'm
I'm through security, yeah. I'm just waiting.
doing some earthworm research, you guys.
No, don't do it. Don't tell me. I don't want to know about research. It's gotta
Do you
be.
like staying uninformed? Kenny?
You gotta know what's in your mind. I don't actually want to know. I want to know what you know.
Oh, what
You
I
know?
know about worms is that they're like
I'm
pink,
learning so
and
much.
they're in the dirt.
You shouldn't do that. I don't like that people always you go to the phones. I just what yeah, it's not about what's real. You know?
What, can we
That's
go to the
fair.
library and learn things?
You made me curious, though.
Yeah.
I found out.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know now.
Have you guys ever listened to the band Frightened Rabbit?
No.
The guy's missing.
Yeah, you heard about that?
Some guy is missing that I don't know who he is.
Are you sad for him? Are you really upset?
You think
Hey,
it?
you know what else is missing?
What?
Apparently someone stole the original Iron Man suit
Really?
from the movie.
Was that guy?
About that,
Was that
actually.
band guy? Was he a drug user?
I don't know. Who knows?
I kind of
Remember
associate.
when they couldn't find Sinead O'Connor?
No.
They
What?
couldn't? Where was she?
She went missing.
They found her?
She just, like, wandered off. They found her, but she was, like, She went missing, and everyone was like, she may have killed herself, but it turns out she was just wandering.
Well, I hope this guy's not. But
Sinead,
a nice guy.
yeah, she seems like somebody who would
I
not
hope
tell
this guy's
anybody.
not dead anymore.
Just go for a long walk in the woods or something.
Sometimes you just have to go for a long walk and you don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but this guy posted like cryptic stuff, I think, from his Twitter, like that sounded like he was kind of suicidal, and it sounds like his friends know that he wasn't doing well.
He's begging for help. He's a rock star, huh?
What?
Is he a rock star?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a famous rock star. I'm sad about it.
Fault.
It could just be like,
Friend's fault then.
promotion for a new album.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like,
remember when what's the band? Yacht. Remember when they did that fake sex tape
Oh my god, that was stupid.
to promote their new album, and they
And
got in a
that-
bunch of trouble because everyone was like, "Why would you do a fake sex tape?"
Yeah.
what is a fake sex tape?
They pretended to have a sex tape leaked, but it wasn't real. It was just promotion for their album.
That would just make people annoyed.
They're just like,
You know?
Yeah, people were really hurt and offended.
they
by
just
it.
said
I
it's a
don't
se-
get why you'd have to be a...
they said like we're gonna have sex on camera, and then you look at the video and it's just like, surprise, buy my album.
No, it's like someone hacked into our computer and took this video of us having sex on camera and posted it online. And then it's like, surprise, buy our album.
When you look at that, when you look at it,
Yes.
Yes,
I don't understand
they were
why
like
any-
violated.
Hmm.
They pretended to be violated.
Oh, I understand why they'd be offended. People would get offended, actually. Because it's like messing with people who had something similar happen to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like who?
And having people empathize with you. and
Paris
nothing ever
Hilton?
happened.
Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian and Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, exactly. Although Kim Kardashian really made the best of it.
Yeah. Like, really?
I'm scared of having a heart attack when I'm older.
You're having a heart
You
attack?
should go to the doctor.
Why?
You're having a heart attack?
No, I'm scared about the possibility of having one.
Yeah, you know, because there's car, you can get hit by a car, or you're like trying to be healthy, or like you're trying to put your seatbelt on, but the number one killer is the heart.
Yeah,
Like, people are scared of sharks.
scary stuff.
People are scared of sharks or bears or murderers or something. But you're most likely the way you're gonna die is that you're just gonna like be walking around, then you're just gonna die.
Yeah.
There was the manager at another Starbucks that's near me had just started working there and then had a phantom heart attack. Like the stress of working at Starbucks was so great that he had this condition that feels exactly like a heart attack, and now he just doesn't want to go back to work.
Or like probably too much coffee.
Too much stress. It's like the worst Starbucks in Portland, I believe.
What kind of movie should I watch? I'm not playing.
You should watch an action flick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Air Force One.
Air Force One?
Yeah,
You should wear a pair of Air Force Ones while you're watching Air Force One.
What's that?
Air Force One is like the
Huh?
president's plane, or maybe how about the movie Airplane?
Yeah.
Or Con Air. How about Con Air? Have you seen that one?
Yeah, what kind of options do they have?
Well, they have probably just a few recent movies, and then probably just some live TV that you can watch.
Well, I think can you just get like the internet on your on the phones there, like them to send you the Wi-Fi, and then you can just
You
watch it.
have to
Like,
pay for it,
oh,
unless you're flying JetBlue, which has free Wi-Fi. Just as a side note.
oh yeah, you gotta get some movies like downloaded onto your phone ahead of time, huh?
Yeah, or they have free movies and TV on the plane. There's just no internet.
Wait, I'm gonna Google the people who have who are born with holes in their hearts are more prone to certain things.
You have a hole in your heart?
Don't Google. You're just nervous about getting on the airplane, so you're like projecting it onto other aspects of your life.
I don't know. I think you're about to die.
John's only been on a plane once before.
Oh, yeah?
Do you think I'm going to die, Kenny?
Yeah. We're gonna record
That was so, like, emotionless.
We're gonna record a message to the future. You ready?
Yes.
Here it goes. Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Hey, what's up?
Ventricular septal defect is a gap or defect in the septum between the heart's two lower or pumping chambers. The septum
Hey, if
is a
John
wall.
dies, this is like a memorial to John episode.
Yeah.
So.
How long do worms live? Okay, bye, future. Are you gonna try to come by the studio still, or I don't know? I talked to Freddie about it, and Freddie seemed very excited about it, and he didn't understand that I was like, I don't know if I want to meet him.
Oh, Kenny? Who said that?
No, Freddie. Freddie said.
Freddie.
Yeah, I told
Does he
Freddie.
not like me?
What?
Does he not like me?
No, Freddie wants you to be here. I'm like, I don't know if I want to meet you in person or not.
Yeah, it's Kenny who doesn't like you.
Oh, I see.
It's just that I'm just like it's just like it would just be a totally different thing to see you in person and not on the phone. Freddie is always the positive one though, you know.
Okay, here we go. I was born with a hole in my heart. How will this affect me as I age?
Were you really?
Yeah, I was.
He was. I was born with jaundice. And a
So was
hernia.
I was born with jaundice too.
Yeah, I think
Did you have a hernia, though?
lots of babies are born with jaundice.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Your heart? You never had any symptoms of the heart problem?
I don't think so.
Seems
I
like
feel fine most of the time.
Seems like having a hole in your heart would be really, really bad.
It closes up typically when you're
I think most people have that actually. I think most kids have that. Born.
A lot of them do. A friend of mine had to have emergency heart surgery when he was a baby.
Yeah. Pete, right?
Yep. He has this big old scar on his chest from it.
Even from when he was a baby?
Yeah, he got the surgery when he was a baby, and the scar, like, grew with him.
Whoa.
They're digging up the street outside.
Oh, yeah? They're doing construction outside the studio right now, too.
Yeah, I was hearing all this weird noise. I live in the basement, and it turns out it's because they're digging up the street.
The street?
Yeah, I guess they're putting in, like, a gas pipe or something.
Oh, yeah. They're removing the entire sidewalk in front of the studio, and I don't know. I'm not sure why.
Where are they putting it?
I don't know. I think they're throwing it away.
They're throwing away the sidewalk?
Yeah, they're going to build a new one.
You should go out there and, like, chain yourself to the sidewalk like those people that protect the trees.
Avy, can I go? Can we go see a doctor when I'm out there
Yeah, let's go see a doctor.
for a checkup?
That'll be a fun. That'll be a fun vacation.
Cover doctors out here?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do on your vacations? I'm gonna go get my heart looked at. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do on your? What are you gonna do on your trip? You have any plans?
I don't think we have any clear plans at the moment. Do you want to go see the Japanese garden?
Yeah, we're going to go see the Japanese garden.
Is that
We're going to go to
something you would like
Snoqualmie
to do,
at some point. Yeah, I would love to do that. I've never done it. We can go to the arcade. We can go to the planetarium.
We go to the zoo.
I don't know if the zoo's any good.
Oh, no?
I don't even know if Portland has a zoo.
It does.
It has a zoo?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I was looking.
Oh.
The
We can hang out with
zoo.
my very fat dog.
It looks like it's supposed to be pretty good.
How fat is the dog?
She's pretty big.
Like,
She's like rotund.
is it a problem?
I mean, not for her. She's just mean. Oh, she can hear me talking about her, and now she's wagging her tail and trying to flop her fat body on over.
Oh.
She's gonna bark at John.
You turtle?
Huh?
Turtle?
Yeah, Turtle's gonna bark at you.
The
Her
dog-
name's Turtle.
And it looks like a turtle because it's so fat?
Her name, well, she was named Turtle before she was fat.
Oh.
We just couldn't think of a name for her, so I came up with Turtle.
You got the dog fat, you know, the dog doesn't control what it eats.
She doesn't even like to eat that much. I think she just needs more activity. She's a blue heeler. She's supposed to be running around all the time.
You never take her on a walk? Well,
She has anxiety, so it's hard to take her on walks.
anxiety?
Yeah, she's really anxious.
The show's over.
Huh?
Show's over. Here's the
Can I bring
credits.
her to the studio?
It's the credits.
Oh, it's over?
It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's over. We're running the credits now. We're on TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 and 2 a.m. YDHWM.com. Yeah, check it out. 360-836-4384. Call and leave a message. Get on TV.
Kenny, can I bring my dog to the studio?
Yeah, 109 State Avenue, number 3. Check it out. Graham, it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Bebe, Jordy E, Fabulous, Graham, South Spike, Han, John Lipster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. And viewers, that's you're watching. Thank you. Hell yeah, dog.
Hell yeah. John, nobody can hear you. You have to talk louder.
Bye.